So good morning and welcome to day 28 of Urban Agoge. Well, sorry, week 28, day 6 of Urban Agoge. Sorry there wasn't a video yesterday, but I needed a day off, and by a day off I mean I did nothing. I just chilled out for the whole day. It's good for you. It reminds you why, you know, if you're a working class type person, why you do all the work. It's kind of important. It's important not to work some days, and given that I don't have your traditional weekend where people can not do stuff, and given that people do not doing nothing very well at all, people just don't do it very well, you know? And people do not give each other slack for doing it well. I think relationships would last longer if you regularly, and by regularly I mean at least once a month, take a day off. Take a day off. It's important. And when you take a day off, decide real early on that day that that's the day you're going to take off, which is what I did yesterday. So I did very little apart from play Fallout 4 yesterday. Yeah. I mean, part of that, it's kind of research. It's using my studio, because that's where the gaming machine is. Thanks very much to Kevin, who gave me the carcass of a game-capable machine when he came to visit. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it, and I wouldn't be able to do those videos. So, I've got the gameplay thing more or less figured out. Got that initial stumble through, you like your false levels of success that you get in any kind of massive role-playing game. I've got to grips with the building of settlements. I've probably got one more playing the game for a few hours to get those settlements to communicate with each other. So there's that. I've finally got to a point where I can connect those settlements up, and it seems that that point is around level 20, because you need all the upgrades to your character to be able to set up local leader. And until you've got your settlements communicate with each other, you can only use the materials available at each individual settlement, which means that you can't build them as quickly. So yeah, it's interesting. And I've had a look around and been to a few far-flung corners of the map, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. And yes, I had fun playing it. It was fun to see the various bits of lore from the previous games rendered out. So, for instance, I killed the Deathclaw with the Grognak axe. If you played any Fallout 4, any of the other Fallout games, you know that Grognak the Barbarian is a comic book series within the Fallout world. So yeah. Or it could be Grognak. So yeah, so that was cool. River's still very busy. There's not really much of a way across or down. It's going to be a spring thing. Hopefully we'll get a nice few dry days in the spring and build some sort of causeway, so I can get across to the other bit of the woods. So yeah. In responses to the videos on the video on Thursday regarding Halloween, and I did describe carving a spoon and using vegetable oil to season it a little bit and protect it. And Human responded with, I thought that you shouldn't do that and you should use mineral oil instead. There is that. I used vegetable oil because I was going to be putting it in my mouth and I was going to be washing that spoon quite regularly, and I did. And I didn't really find that the vegetable oil went rancid, to be honest. but that's just, you know, your mileage may vary. So, you know, if you look at the comments on Thursday's video, probably worth having a look at them and making your own choice on that. I've not found it personally. Perhaps I was gifted with, you know, enough ignorance to just do it, and it didn't play out badly. So yeah, it was a good. I didn't want to use any other oil because it was going to go in my mouth and I didn't want it to taste bad. So yeah, and thank you to Harlequin and Matilda for their collective response to the video. Yeah. So yeah, played enough Fallout 4 to get into it. I'm at nearly level 20. Yeah, things are happening. I might give it another couple of playthroughs this week, and then next Friday I'll start recording the playthrough, you know, in a kind of Urban Agoge stroke Rangers way. You know, human wakes up after 200 years, sets about building communities sensibly. So yeah, you can even build wind turbines, which is cool. So yes, that would be good. So this is just a short vid because I've got work and my life will catch up to me, and if I got up any earlier it would just be dark, and therefore a very stupid thing to wander around in the woods and not produce very good footage. So just a short video. Politics in the UK is going a bit crazy. There's now provable links between Boris Johnson and Vladimir Putin, who have been doing cyber attacks on various elections in the UK. Big surprise. Seriously learning from China's Tencent army, where you can just alter things in the new cybernetically connected world, because an awful lot of people don't check their sources, don't check where the information's coming from, and I'm guilty of it too. But I don't use Facebook, which is where, or Twitter really, which is where this stuff is coming out. So I'm not exposed to it. And in my more irreverent moments, I kind of get into this, you know, there should be an intelligence bar for people voting. But I don't think intelligent people necessarily vote any more sensibly or any more carefully than stupid people. So, unless you count it as a kind of stupidity. People don't want to take responsibility for their politics or what happens in the world. And to be quite right, to be quite fair, why should they? Why should they bother? You know, we pay people for that, like a lot of money. We keep forgetting that these people are our employees. We need to step in rather soon. Or not, don't, you know. The world at large might not, and we'll head into an age of darkness. What can one do with a YouTube account really do about it? So, but think about it. Historically, whenever you've started voting against the well-being of people, sooner or later, that lack of well-being will come find you. Whether it impinges on your financial health or your health or the aspect or the education of your children, you know, it will eventually come and get you. Even if you become ultra rich, you will have had to have sacrificed so much of what made you you and so much of your life in order to do it that you won't have any time to enjoy it. You know, there really is a problem with people being born rich. You know, inherited wealth has long been the reason things go south. So I'm going to leave it there, and ideally I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and do take care.